A very, very good morning to you all. My name is Daddy Please, and this is the African Renaissance Television reaching you here from London. If you have never joined me before, today is a great day. And this broadcast should go down in history because I got inspired. I asked God a question. God, how can we make an impactful revolution? That is the question I asked God. And these are the answers. That's what I'm going to try and unfold on this show this morning. As you know, this is the show where we talk to each other about ourselves, and it is good morning. That's where we reach you from all parts of the world. We're going to be reaching you from Asaba, of course, and then, of course, Abuja will be joining us. And all we're going to try and do is actually try and make a very, very small impact today. So the topic for today is, as you sit down, this is something I want everybody to ask themselves a question. Very simple one. How do you make an impactful revolution? It's okay to say, I want to protest, I want to do this, I want to do that. But how do you make an impactful revolution? I asked God that question, and these are my answers. I'm going to share it with you beautifully, calmly, without quarrels. And that is what we're going to try and do this morning. We're going to make it so beautiful, so lovely, so that we can understand one another. Now, question is, if somebody asks me, how do I make an impactful revolution? For me to answer that question, because I want you to answer the question why I answer it. And that brings me to the, let me be on this thing. You know, Nigerians, I didn't want to use the revolution images. I want to use a Nigerian positive revolution. I want to use the word a positive revolution. Government, don't be happy, because I don't think this positive is for you. The rich might not be happy with me because this is not a revolution for them, but this is a revolution. Have you ever asked yourself why our revolution in Nigeria has not been successful? In fact, we've come to believe that we can't even do it. The question is, what are we doing wrong? We are all aware that the system is wrong. We need to correct it. There's no Nigerian, even the president is aware that the system is wrong, it's bad, he can't handle this. Itself, some of them are beyond him. But the question is, how do you correct it? How? That is the big question of today. I want you to think of your own while I try to unfold mine. Let me quickly take you guys back. That we don't have shortages of people who cares about Nigeria. When I woke up this morning, this is one beautiful image I saw of this woman, Aisha Yesufu. Powerful. Fighting for one thing, a change. If I ask Yesufu, what are we changing from and where are we changing to? She probably have her answers. Hey, no. I'm confused, man. I'm going to ask you one question. For those of you protesting, what change are you really telling us about? You see, they're going to tell you all kind of things. I like this woman. You know, I have these two beautiful images of her today. And they bring back our girls and all these ones. And it's very, 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 very nice, beautiful. I felt I should start with her. You understand? We don't have shortages. What I want to say is that when I saw this image, something came to my mind that people cares and people are actually doing what they can. But until you understand that 1 + 1 is going to be 2, and you make sure the equations are balanced, you're not going to get the 2. Because you can have every 1 + 1 is not 2. Because if one of a man and one of a boy come together, it's not 2. One man will make 2. So you have to balance it. That is the problem we're facing. This issue today is a difficult one, and I don't think I have all the answers. But I'm going to try and play with it. I'm going to play with it in a very simple way. And in no order. There's no mathematical equation that can work this. But let me ask you this. Who has made more impact in Nigeria today? And perhaps the person that has made more impact does not even have a penny. It doesn't have the highest education. I don't know whether you guys agree with me. But this young man, very dark man, has made such a tremendous impact. Such a tremendous impact. For doing nothing. He's not even sure of what he's doing. I can tell you guys that. Because Nigeria is hungry for a change. Nigeria is hungry to see something. You see, in the absence of leadership, anybody that step on the stage, people will follow. Let me repeat that. In the absence of leadership, if you step on the stage, people will follow you. That is how desperate Nigeria is right now. We're looking for that leader. Anybody that step on the stage, we listen with keen interest, whether this is the solution we've been waiting for. Unfortunately, Nigeria is still waiting. Today, if you listen to me, perhaps you are the change we're looking for. It looks scary. It looks scary. Now, guys, let me take you guys to. I wanted to go to the United States, then come to the what is closer to you. And in all I'm going to try and do, I'm going to play with only four people on this platform tonight. I'm not playing with them. I'm going to come back and tell you what made Very Dark Man special, or what made Aisha Yusuf special. But this is not the revolution we're looking for. Now, let me quickly go back. You don't attack a revolution. You don't attack them. You provide an alternative. What did I say? You do not attack people in their own comfort zone. They will kill you. Now let's start from Jesus Christ. We went to church on Sunday, right? I'm scared to talk about some of this, but Jesus Christ was an activist. He was protesting. There's no revolutionist like Jesus. He was telling them, this is not how you do this. This is not how you do it. He came to correct the wrongs. And they hated him. Now, this is what Jesus Christ did not do. Even when they were asking him, are you the king? They told him, I am not. My kingdom is not of this world. Because if you tell them you are of this world, they would have, in fact, he would have even lived up to 35 years. They would have killed him straight on. There would not be no chance. No chance for Jesus. Had it been Jesus Christ come up with something stupid, I am the Son of God. I am here to take over the world. This and that. They would have, in fact, the Romans would have killed him this day one. They were getting every sign. They were looking to kill him. But the man was telling them, listen, my own is not of this world. What was he doing? He was telling them, I'm not here to fight you. Because I'm not ready to fight you direct. I'm here to provide an alternative for the people. So what Jesus Christ did, he did not fight the Romans. He was providing them, this is the alternative. You can be healed. This is the message of God. He was giving that, and people followed him. What did he do? He performed miracles, and in fact, the miracle he performed was what shook them. There was no time Jesus Christ went to the Roman and said, you must leave. Because they're not going to leave, they're going to kill him. Now, there's one mistake people make. There's no time in your Bible that they said the devil does not have power. I don't know what to call the devil anyway. The alternative power. Like today in Nigeria, it would be stupid of you to think that the Nigerian government does not have power. They will kill you quickly and nothing will happen. So Jesus Christ did not fight the Romans directly. He did what he has to do. I'm not going to say much. It's up to you to go and do your research. Now let's go to number 2 person I'm going to talk about today. His second name. Now that revolution did not overwork. That of Jesus Christ did not overwork. It didn't overwork. I want to tell you why. Now let's go to that of Prophet Muhammad. Because these are the 2 people who follow in Nigeria. And that's why I want to bring them in. Anything I do, I try to bring these 2 men of God. What did Prophet Muhammad do? Had Prophet Muhammad said to them in Mecca that they must change, they would have killed him. In fact, they were pursuing, they were ready to kill Prophet Muhammad. He had to run away to Medina. You don't fight a system directly. You're stupid. They will kill you. And whoever taught you that has deceived you big time. So as you are getting up today, you want to protest, fine. But do not go in the direct way. I always say, what did Prophet Muhammad do? He was providing alternative. He was providing alternative. But again, the alternative, they knew that the alternative of Jesus, if they had allowed him, Jesus Christ would have reigned the king, would have taken over the kingship. They didn't allow him. They didn't allow Prophet Muhammad. They have to push them out. That's a political fact. Only you cannot kill somebody that is from God like that. That is why their movement went on. Now let me tell you the ones that are jealous. This is the people I want you to jealous with me this morning. Having looked at that, having examined what Prophet Muhammad did, what Jesus Christ did, and I come close to myself and I said, man, I don't think anybody that has been following my show know I'm a big fan of this man. This is Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey came from Jamaica. He came from Jamaica to the United States. We should be singing that about him. With a paper bag. Nothing. As a journalist, poor. How? Nothing. But he came with something. Marcus Garvey did not go and fight the American government. This is the thing that I want you to get today. He did not say, American government, you will die today. Oh, we're going to fight. No. What did he do? That is one of the most impactful movements I've ever seen in my lifetime. I didn't see it, but I've been researching. It's the most impactful movement I have ever seen. Why? Somebody, and I really want to share some of the message with you. Maybe it is better if I share this Marcus Garvey movement with you. And it's a very, very, very interesting thing. He came in with a very, very strange thing. This is what happened. Marcus Garvey economic revolution. I'm interested. What did he do? He did not come and say, oh, we're going to fight the US. We're going to fight. We black people are going to be this. Because black people ain't going to follow you. If you say black people follow me today, they won't follow you. If I say all the Yoruba people follow me today, they will not follow me. If I say all black people follow me today, they're not going to follow me. If you say all your tribe people should follow you today, they won't follow you. They're going to follow where they're going to get food. So what you want to do, if you want to start an impactful revolution, look at the economy. How do you provide for them? You don't. Even God knew that for God to take us with him, he had to give us food. Manna. The day Jesus Christ gave people manna, they were loyal. The day he didn't give them manna, they disappeared. If you don't know, follow your Bible carefully. Now, Marcus Garvey did something perfectly well. His economic revolution within the black nationalists, this is a movement, focus on achieving black economic independence. Underline that. Economic through self-reliance and community-based businesses. Kai. Do you hear this? Let's take the words there. Black economic independence through self-reliance and community-based businesses. It didn't come by luck. It was not a miracle. He made it happen because he was able to discover the way to unlock. You see, when I was reading Harley Chase, they said the fear is the key that unlocks the wallet and the handbag of the rich. When people are afraid, they do what they are told to do. When people are hungry, they do what they are told to do. If you give people food, they follow you. There's no two ways about it. People are dying for miracle. They're looking for food. They will follow you if you provide and if you show them the way to food for them to feed. Now, what I'm trying to say is this. If all the revolutionaries in Nigeria think along this line, they will succeed. What did Marcus Garvey do? Marcus Garvey, the man that came with no money, no penny from Jamaica, was able to convince black people that now we're not going to, you see, as at that time, black people, they will go to the shop to buy things from the white man. The white man will not even accept the money. They will say, drop the money in their hand because you are too dirty. You will still pay, you will still buy from them. You will not be able to go to where you wash your clothes. They will tell you, the white man will wash before you. The white man will start you. In fact, you will not drink same water from him. No, Marcus Garvey said, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do our own. We're going to have our own place where we wash our clothes. We're going to have our own shop where we buy our own things. We're going to have our own restaurant where we eat. Guess what? He was able to tell us that instead of going to the white man, I'm not going to fight them, but we're not going to create our own. That is the word. Self-reliance and economic-based, community-based businesses. The man was able to buy a ship. You know what is Mokuna? Boat. Someone that came with nothing. He bought 2. Now, American government knew that this guy is going to be a threat. They get to kill him. You see, they couldn't kill him. They deported him. Because on a good day, you can't see the man's fault. He had not come to fight you. He always say, I'm going to bring my people together, and he started doing it. If had Marcus Garvey in any way, they were looking to hold him with treason, in any way made a statement, they would have held him on treason. They didn't have that ground. If you want to find Nigerian government, do not ever go and give them reason to kill you. But you can achieve it better through this method. Now, let me tell you another movement that worked. And I'm going to talk today. Those of you that don't want to have, those that have ears will hear me. Let me tell you of another movement that really impressed me. That of Elijah Muhammad. This man was another I've never seen. He came up with the Nation of Islam. Now, there's something that happened with the Nation of Islam. I'm just quoting what I picked out from the internet for you. He said it's a religious political movement primarily focused, primarily within the African community, advocating for self-sufficiency and challenging the prevailing economic system. Oh my God. I don't know whether you can give them any name, but that's not the message. When they want to attack them, that was not the message they're trying to tell you about this man. That's not what they hear about him. Because that message they will not be able to defend it. If they tell you, why do I hate Elijah Muhammad? They're not going to tell you it's because it's a religious. They're going to tell you because he's building it on Islam. They tell you, oh, no one is a religious man that he just want to take Islam to take over America. It's some guided religion. No. The guy was doing something they don't want to talk about. He was able to challenge the status quo through economic self-sufficiency and challenge the prevailing economic system. If you want to change Nigeria, if you want people to truly follow you, if my vision of a young man taking over the leadership of Nigeria, the young man ain't going to fight what you see now. He's not going to come and say, oh, Nigerian government, you are corrupt, you are thieves, you are this. That ain't going to change it, man. Ask me what's going to change it. You're going to come up with an economic policy of self-sufficiency. And today, Nigerians, we are aware that only one thing, let me use the word, one simple thing, cooperative society, what do you call this self-sufficiency they are talking about, or the prevailing, what they did was a cooperative system. Nigerians have discovered it. Cooperative is a key that can unlock anything today. If you tell people to come together and put money in one place, they will fly. They can. In fact, Tinubu will be scared. Every day they tell me Tinubu is rich, that the system is rich. Do you know? If all Nigeria will put 2 naira in the wallet, that person is already almost richer than Tinubu. If every Nigerian, let's be realistic, we can all drop 10,000 naira without shaking into a wallet. 400 million people times 10,000 naira. How much? There's nothing you cannot do. So if you can preach to us, oh God, that if we give you 10,000 naira, that you're going to turn our fortune, that we're not going to import things again, that we're not going to do this again, that this is what we're going to do. Now you're going to have an airline, we're going to have our own bank, that is, if you want a loan, I'm going to give to you. That if I want a loan, if I drop 10,000 naira today, if I need a loan in another 6 months' time, I can go there and get $1 million naira to do my business. Because that's what I'll form a bank. Let's even start with the bank. A small boy come up with this, a cooperative bank. He is going to, you see, you'll be challenging Tinubu, unknowing to him. You'll be defeating them, unknowing to them. You're not coming to fight them. You're saying that, no, I am coming with a new system. My system, oh no, the government is good. Don't worry, let them do their thing. But you know what? This is the new way. We want to get out of poverty. That's our number one task. And to achieve that, we're going to do this. We're going to put 10,000 naira into this wallet. And we're going to call it our bank. Don't give it a big name, our bank. This bank is going to lift us out of poverty. Since the government refused to lift us out of poverty, only 10,000 naira investment today, your name will be written down in the book of life. I would call it the book of life. When you are in that book, you can come tomorrow and we will give you loan to do whatever you want to do. We will monitor it so that the money come back, so that other people will benefit. Listen, you'll be the richest man in Nigeria. And you will command a voice that Tinubu don't have. Oh, did I say what you hear? No, you didn't hear me. If you start what I say now, you will command a voice that Tinubu does not have, that Adeboye does not have, that Oladipo does not have. You know what? Why I'm so angry? Do you know that the number one person that could have done this is the churches, at the churches? But you see what the churches are doing? They tell you to bring the money, but at the end they are richer than you. It's for them, not for you. You're a fool. You're a big fool. No, what I'm saying today is an impactful revolution will not work if you start to fight. You can continue to fight them. You're giving them weapons to kill you. Go and fight a system. How do you fight a system? People that are ready to kill you. All I'm going to hear, all I'm going to read out in the papers today is how we're doing, what they are doing right, what they are doing wrong. Tinubu is a thief. Tinubu is that. It's not going to change it. In fact, the revolution, how many revolutions do we have shortage of revolution? The question I want to ask, and I'm going to bring my people in now, is, did Jesus Christ go about fighting the Roman? During the time of Jesus, the Jewish people were ruled. They were under like the way they colonized us. The Romans were colonizing the Jews. That was when Jesus was born. So the Jewish people were waiting for a savior, a king, to come and take them from the hands of the Romans. They were not thinking of any other thing. No. They wanted somebody who would take them free, would free them from captive. Because they were living under captivity under the Romans. That was when Jesus Christ was born. So the king they were expecting was somebody who would help them, who would take them out of that captivity. Now, Jesus Christ knew if he had mentioned that word, the Romans would have killed him the first day. He wouldn't have completed his mission. Don't deceive yourself. The man knew that there was a time even Jesus Christ had to withdraw. When he said anything, they knew they were not killing him. He withdrew. Why did he do that? Because you don't fight a system in the same barbaric way. Fighting Tinubu in a barbaric way, you're not going to get anywhere. But now I just came up with a little one. And I don't know whether you guys agree. But it's up to you. And I'm going to relax because I've been speaking for 22 minutes. I promised myself I won't talk too much today because I'll do the presentation. I'll bring my guests. I'll bring my people in. They're not my guests, you know. I have Asaba already here with me. Sorry, Asaba, for keeping you guys waiting. Very good morning. And then
good morning to you, sir.
Yes, yes. Sir. And there's Mary on the way from you know, look at the way they hide Mary. They want to, what did they do to you, young woman? They cage you. Can you hear me, Mary? The girl is somewhere. The network is
good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. I'm talking to you. I can't hear you well.
Yes, we can see that. We can see that we can't struggle to hear you. You're like somebody is scared. But we'll manage with you. She's in the SRTV apartment and the network is very bad. So we're going to bear with Mary as much as we can this morning. She just notified me. Anyway, Asaba. So I'll be working more with you guys more. Mary will follow us. My presentation today is how do you make an impactful revolution? Let us stay focused. Let us look at the life of Jesus Christ. Let us look at the life of Prophet Muhammad. Had any of them, and quote me, had Prophet Muhammad challenged the authority in Mecca, they would have killed him that day. In fact, not challenging them, they were so scared of him. Muhammad had to run away to Medina. Go and follow them. Go and follow the history. He did not challenge the status quo, but yet he made the biggest impact. Now let's look at Jesus Christ. Oh no, Jesus Christ was not ready to challenge the Romans who, even on that day, they for kill him. And Jesus Christ said, you the Romans, you must leave the Jews. That day they for kill him. He didn't do that. Yet they were still following him. The day he performed a miracle, he was a threat to them. A child that is unborn, he said, was a threat to them. That is how scared. If I tell you how scared the Nigerian government is today, you can understand their fear. They are worried. They are scared that any little change will catalyze the movement. Now, you know who has made the biggest impact today? This boy, Very Dark Man. What does Very Dark Man have? Very Dark Man is just a layman on the street. Sorry. He has nothing. It's a boy that said, I will challenge, I will say it. I will say it as it is. If you like, kill me. That is what they are most scared of today. They are more scared of Very Dark Man than any other person. but that is a ship. They know they can handle Very Dark Man. They can handle him. You know why? Very Dark Man will make noise. They'll put him behind bar. They'll release him. He will be quiet. But the movement they cannot hold. If Very Dark Man today, in combination with two people, come up with a bank and say this bank is going to change your life today. I don't want Tinubu, let Tinubu do their own. Let us work, my brothers and sisters. Let us open a bank. Just put your money in there, and I'm not going to touch the money. The money will be wrong. It's for us. People will not believe you at the beginning. But by the time 2-3 people begin to get some money and they begin to get some loan and their life begin to get transformed. You see, your church will be bigger than that of Adeboye. Did you hear me well? Oh, by the time you now open the bank and people begin to get loan, your church will be bigger than Redeem. Because these are empty churches. They are empty. Let me repeat the word again. They are empty. Nothing. You know why? Because they're offering you nothing. But because you are hungry, you need a change. You go there. But the change is not coming from there. Tell me what has happened since you've been going there. The change is going to come from somebody who provides you an alternative to what Tinubu is doing. The key to your success was with Tinubu. Tinubu ain't ready to do it. I mean, the Nigerian government. Let's forget about Tinubu. They don't understand it sometimes. You want somebody to unlock it. And how do you unlock that? Impactful revolution. I'll let you people talk. A very good morning to you in Asaba. You're welcome.
Good morning to you.
I was sleeping, Asaba. I was sleeping and I was asking God. The situation at hand in Nigeria is out of hand. How do you make a revolution that works? In fact, as I was going through it, I stumbled into Louis Farrakhan. He's planning to do a new revolution. He's going to march another march to Washington at the moment. He's planning it, you know. And just like what happened during the time of Martin Luther King, he's going to do another one. And I wish I could just give him a call. He's 82 years old now. He's an old man now. I wanted to give him a call that, sir, there's something you're getting wrong. Marching to Washington is going to make the changes Americans want. The Black Americans want. Marching to Washington is not the solution. The solution is actually doing what the Nation of Islam did. Do you know what the Nation of Islam did? Oh my God. If you understand them, they created their own community. They were educating their own people. They were marrying themselves. They were growing their own wealth. They were living independent of America. That was the threat. Now we don't need to live independent of Nigeria, my people. Nigeria belongs to us. We want to take over the Nigerian economy by storm. How do you do that? Simple economics. How do you make Nigerians rich today? Take from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start slow. The first thing that comes to my mind was access to finance. I'm not letting them go alone. You work with them. I'm going to come up with a strategy that will create money in one pot. And everybody go into that pot and begin to create wealth. And the money come back to the same pot. Oh, yeah. Listen, you know what will happen? If I open a system for the Robo Nation there. I call it Robo Agrarian Development Project. You know what I said? If you have a land, just a piece of land in your community, just your father piece of land, you can work with me. What I will do is you just show me your piece of land. We will sign the paper. I will send the tractor. We will clear the land for you. We will send it to plant. We'll help you to plant it and you will maintain it. When it's finished, we will take 30%, 70% is yours. So your investment is the piece of land. I wasn't interested in anything. And what will happen is at the end of the year, if 6 months, if na cassava I plant, we root the cassava, you take your own. I've got richer. Because it costs me nothing to plant it because I have tractors. I have cassava to plant. That was the strategy I wanted to start. But the decrease is in London. I can make all the noise in the world I want. I need a younger person to do this. It didn't work. It was going to make the biggest revolution. You know, I proposed an Robo Bank. You know, and sometimes I sit down and I wonder myself, you know, I say to myself that we in the Robo community in London, we were looking to the bank. We're going to the bank to create. You know, this is the funniest thing. We were going to the bank to give us a loan to buy a house. And I was saying to myself, do you know only £50,000? With £50,000, we can register Robobank in London. And I use the word, we can grab the bank. And that bank, oh God, if you have a bank, then you begin to be able to empower yourselves. Nobody, if you create it and you can tell us the reason why we should put all our salary in that bank will slowly become the biggest bank in the biggest community bank in London. It will become. Because from that bank, people are going to get their mortgage. You see, it's going to expand. Now, you've not even, you see, by the time you do 1, 2, 3, those who have not benefited will vote for you in the next election. Oh, you will win the election without a penny. But keep fighting them as much as you want. You're not getting anywhere. Unfortunately, we don't have shortage of people. They will kill Fela quickly. Fela, for just saying the truth, they're ready to kill him. They'll bury him. Now they buried him. They would have buried, in fact, they would have buried Prophet Muhammad. They would have buried Jesus Christ quicker, faster, if they dare challenge the authority. Because these are people who are living on where they are. They are comfortable. You are telling to take food from their mouth. They ain't going to take it. Tinubu is in the best world he has ever been dreaming of. Tell him that you're going to take him away. You joking? He will do everything to be there. Everything. It's not his fault. He's not an evil man. It's the way the world works. Are we going to learn and come up with an impactful revolution? Or we're going to continue to blame? I've been here for the past 3, 4 years, 5 years, talking to Nigerians about only one thing. I've been telling them, yes, all I hear is Nigerian government are corrupt. We know that. They are thieves. We know that. Oh, they're going to do this. We know that. But what are you going to do about it? My people, the question I ask today is, what are you doing about it? If you do it the wrong way, you will be killed. Because, Prophet, that's to advise you, Jesus Christ did not challenge the Romans. Maybe those of people that are reading the Bible, they don't even understand when Jesus Christ was born. The Pontius Pilate that ordered the killing of Jesus Christ was a Roman. Pontius Pilate. The kingdom was not ruled by the Jews. They wanted to take the kingdom, but had Jesus Christ come up and say, hey, you the Romans, it's time for you to go, they would have killed him the same day. The same day. The same day, that man would have died. That of Prophet Muhammad, we know he had to run away to Mecca. If when Muhammad ran away to Medina, if he had stayed in Mecca, therefore perishing. So what are you trying to do? You want to stay in Nigeria and fight? What kind of fight are you fighting? Which fight are you going to fight that people have not fought before? That's the question I'm asking. Very dark man. Which fight are you fighting now that people have not fought before? Fela has fought better than you. Fela has fought the system better than anybody here. And you know what Fela did right and did wrong? Fela went to the United States. He saw the movement, brought it to Nigeria. The man was trying to create a Kalakuta Republic. But he was not so organized to do that. Anybody that is following me and you have not really read of Marcus Garvey, don't read about the political movement. Read about his economic policy. If you hold Marcus Garvey economic policy and you cannot make a change, then you are not of this world. If you follow the Nation of Islam economic policy and you have not made a change, you are not of this world. Let me give you one instance. When people came to Jesus and they were hungry, what did Jesus Christ do? Because they were going to go. The disciples came to Jesus and said, these people are hungry. What do we do? Then when Jesus Christ said to them, okay, Jesus look at the crowd. He said, how much bread and fish do you have? Start breaking them. You understand? He gave them food. He gave them food. Had Jesus Christ not given them food, they would have gone.
That's why it's Jesus Christ. You go to him and cry for hunger, he will give you food. Talk about Nigeria government. People have been crying, doing
Nigerian
protests.
government
What
is
are
not
they
there to
giving?
give you food. They didn't go to the Romans to give them food. They went to Jesus. So be Jesus now. You see, there were two authorities. The Romans were there to give them food. They didn't go to them. They know Roman was not going to give them food. The Romans were there to take. Tinubu is there to take. The government is always there to take. They don't understand this, but a government, this is what the God that created this world. What I'm talking about now is why a government is actually instituted. The government of Nigeria is supposed to be doing what I'm saying now. But because of the greed of man, they have made it their own. They are comfortable where they are. They're making enough money. They are comfortable with their children. They can fly them abroad. They can do things. So they don't care. They don't even understand the language you're speaking. Do you understand me? And it's not even their fault. That's not their cup of tea. Your cup of tea is to get food on your table. And you're going to go to where? You're going to navigate to where you can get that. Young boys are into Yahoo, not because they want to work, that's where they can get their daily bread. They are not criminal. They don't hate you. Sometimes when I even talk to people online and they're trying to take money from me, I'll be laughing. I say, yeah, you are hustling, young man. He doesn't hate me. He's looking for money. And until we understand this psychic, we're going nowhere. Now, you can hate Tinubu government. Tinubu is not your problem. Tinubu is in a world of his own. He has not been taught. Because, if, like I said, I don't let Tinubu understand what I'm saying. We'll be begging him to remain a president. You don't force people to stay. They will beg you to stay. Did I say that correctly? Now, nobody is asking the president of Rwanda to leave. They are actually begging him to stay. They can continue to change the culture for him. Tinubu could have remained, you can remain life president if you do what I do, if you do what I say. Tinubu, they are kicking you out because you are blind. You are short-sighted. You don't understand the people revolution. Tinubu can start an impactful revolution. Tinubu would have changed Nigeria today in 1 second by saying, okay, you know what? All the local government will go into what I say. All the government will do what I say. And I will work with Nigerians. I don't come to office to go and sit down in office and sign papers. Where is our housing sector? Who are the people building the houses? Where is our agri sector? Who are people doing this? The government begin to work with the people. From 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, the news will go round. In fact, if a young boy do what I say now, he wins the next election, they'll be begging him to contest. You don't even need to say you want to contest. You will touch so much life that they will beg you, please. We want. That is Jesus Christ. If Jesus Christ want to run election, he would have won. But that of Jesus Christ, because he was like Jesus, he was able to perform miracle. What about your pastors now? How many miracles are they performing? The one that goes to heaven and talk to God and come back to us. He's still performing miracles. Yes, his miracle is not impactful. You understand? Because we know these guys are fools. They are village fools. And they were able to pick the Bible, read a good portion of the Bible, were able to get 1 or 2 magic, played it, and it works. And I don't blame them. You know why? People navigate towards them because people are looking for miracle. But this is the funniest thing. The only reason you go to church on Sunday, you are looking for miracle. That's the fact. You're looking for miracle. You want something to happen in your life. You want to be protected. So the church is the place. But I'm telling you, that boy that is going to provide the alternative I'm saying now is a miracle to your life you're waiting for. I want a loan. I want to start my business. I want to be in farm. He's the one that's going to do it with you. He's your God. In fact, you will be seeing that God will be using him. God will be using him to touch your life. More than Adeboye, more than the Redeemed, more than the Catholic, more than any church, more than any mosque. They don't have it. Marcus Garvey was not a church owner. He didn't have a church. He brought the black people. In fact, he made black people to believe that they are special. Come on. When you see yourself, say, I'm a black man, I'm a human being. Before then, they were nothing. I don't know. You guys in Nigeria don't know what it means to be a black man in the rest of the world. You don't know what it means to be black. You think you are nothing, you are inferior. They told to you, you are come to here. All the people I see around me are all white people. When they walk around, I know I'm different. Sometimes I went to buy meat some few days ago. The guy said I shouldn't put it in my bag, but I should pay first. And I told him he's a very stupid person. I made so much noise there, and they were begging me. I was going to steal meat. I was so angry. You understand? Because he can see the color of my skin. And I asked him, if you see a white man, buy meat now, put it in his bag, because I'm going to go to where I'm going to pay. You're telling me I cannot put it in my bag? Are you mad? Because he has already made up who I am. You know what it means to be a black man? Do you understand it? That was the time, that is the kind of, in fact, it is better now where I can walk freely on the street of London. The time of the Marcus Garvey, the white man is too superior to you. You are nothing. If a white man enter the bus, you get up, run back. Nobody will tell you. You get up for the seat you're sitting, so the white person will sit. Do you understand it? Do you understand where we're coming from? Do you understand? It's just like you go to your village now, when a politician that have money comes, people will move. They will run around. I was in one of Okowa's movement. I think it was in Oro, in one of the Roboland. When the governor wanted to move, it was like Jesus Christ was moving. The tree, the storm, the leaves were all moving. What is it? It was money moving. Oh God, yeah. You know what? I'm going to say the money is so easy to conquer. The money is with you and me. The money is not with them. Oh, this is the moment. This is where it works. The money is not with them. The money is with you. Because if I don't buy from Dangote, Dangote is a poor man. Let me go to Dangote. Dangote is a super rich because you are buying his fuel. Without we buying his fuel, Dangote is as poor as a church rat. If we don't buy Dangote sugar, he is as poor. If we don't buy his cement, he is as poor. The money is not with Dangote, the money is with you. So the power is with you, not with him. Have you been able to use your power well? This is what Marcus Garvey asked. We're not buying from the white man if he's going to treat us so shit. We won't buy from Dangote if they treat us so shit. Dangote would talk to us. Oh God. You see, Nigerians, the thing I come with today is too big. I shouldn't be saying this. But sometimes we're looking for miracle when there's no miracle. The only reason I can tell you, agree with me or not, why you go to church, you want a miracle. They say, tell you, there's a way you can be cured. You think the church is going to cure you, the man is going to touch you, you're going to fall and you're going to be cured. There's a way you can get pregnant, Evelyn. You don't need a church. Come, we go put them, you go get your pikin. Go to church and begin to waste your time. You see, I'm not saying there's no miracle. Don't get me wrong. We're going to do that now. Oh, this is why. I shouldn't be doing this because I'm not here to even condemn it. I'm here to give an alternative. When people come to my church, you know the church I'm creating. It's not the kind of church you have. When you come to my church and you're looking for a baby, I will tell you how to get pikin. In the next 6 months, you don't get your pikin. We don't put them beside you. If your husband not put them, we go put them. You will get pikin. Stop crying about baby. We'll be providing you the solution which God has given the knowledge to us to give. Oh God. God has given us knowledge. Knowledge came from God. Artificial insemination came from God. I was telling people that day that the angel of the Lord descended unto Mary, and Mary was conceived of the Holy Spirit. They put her inside. It was a physical insertion. It was not sex. It was put her inside. That's the revelation I got. If it's wrong, prove me wrong. How did Mary God conceive of the Holy Spirit? He breathed on her. So anyway, you can prove her.
A spiritual encounter.
I like that, my daughter. It's a spiritual encounter.
Impactful one.
I don't want to go into that today. I don't want to debate that. You understand? That spiritual encounter, I don't want to go into that. There was no sex. There was no sex. But God has revealed to us now what happened then. That you can actually plant a sperm inside a woman and the baby will grow. It's no more scientific unproven. He said in those days, when God showed us light, the sun from the up, we thought it's impossible to have light. Now we have electricity in my studio. In those days, all the sun, all the light we were waiting for was from God. The only time we came up, later we come to see that, oh, there's fire. Fire can bring us light. Then we come to the lamp. And now we have electricity. I know my children will not use electricity for too long. They're going to use something else. Oh, my God. You see, the world is moving. Have you seen the modern cars? These are knowledge of God revealed to man. They are not hidden. The God you are shouting, God has to give you everything, my people. In fact, what God has revealed to us now is, what God is saying to me this morning is that you don't need to worry about Tinubu. Today you can become rich. You just need to work together. If you understand very well, when I look at the Bible, I only go to the Tower of Babel when human beings came together. Oh my God. In fact, the authority in heaven was shaken. The authority in heaven was shaken. That if we leave these people, why don't you try it now in a positive way? If you have a problem, why don't you try the Tower of Babel to solve your problem? What is it that couldn't be solved by the Tower of Babel that shook heaven? Amen. Tell me, what is it that cannot be done with the Tower of Babel? Where's your Tower of Babel? What's the solution you are creating? Is it by telling me Tinubu is a thief? Is that the way? We know he's a thief. So what? In Jesus' name.
Amen.
All I can say is in Jesus' name.
It's been quite an impactful narrative on revolution that you've spoken about, basically, and I've been going through a lot of thinking while listening to you, and the practicability of the idea being applicable to our cause. I referenced something. Revolution comes with a driving force, and I think we're getting to that precipice where the people will no longer have a choice. But the political elite, they have weaponized poverty and used it as a tool to continue to manipulate the ignorance of a lot of Nigerians. And your references are not far-fetched from the truth, because when it gets to that time that they need these people, the people are driven, they are attracted towards a force that provides food for their table, not towards an ideology or content. The attraction is emotionally based towards where they can get their daily bread.
I think it's economically based. It's not, the people are not emotional. They are economically driven. You understand?
Yes, I think economically based.
To go and vote, it's voting because he needs the 10,000 naira. He's broke. You understand? It's economy. It's not even emotion. You understand? Let me tell you this. Tinubu will take anybody. Whether some of them say, I don't want to marry Muslim. Tinubu not Muslim. You go marry any girl from anywhere. It's not about, it's economy. It will, see, economy will defy all processes. Oh my God. During the slave trade, there were some black people who were rich. They couldn't take them as slaves. They were the slave traders. There's a money you will get. Juju self go to bar for you. You never get money reach your kind stage. That's why that Juju self go to work for you. You can buy the Juju, buy them. They make it there. When you make so much money, you go buy one herbalist. They work. Buy another pastor. They pray for you 24/7 because you can pay them. That's what you can do. You can have that authority. The authority is not from the emotion, not from the spiritual, it's from the physical.
That's what a lot of politicians are doing now. That's what a lot of politicians do.
Thank you.
They have herbalists praying for them. They have pastors praying for them. It's a mockery of our religion.
No, not really. Not really. That is what the power is. It's to tell you the economy, the force, the power that comes with the economy. We're mistaking it. Everybody will do it. And when I get money to some stage, I want to protect myself spiritually, physically. That's why you have the policeman guiding you. It's protection. Spiritually, you need a pastor praying for you. You need to do that. What is giving you the power is your money.
It's laughable. Yes, and that is, and you see, a lot of times people, especially in this part of the world, the allure of power cannot be overemphasized. The love of power. That's why it is so difficult for you to see someone that has tasted political office wanting more of it, no matter the position, whether it's
let me ask you one
degrading.
question. Engineer,
Yeah.
engineer, what is in the power? What gives
The
you
power
power?
control. Yes,
Yes.
the power.
What gives you power? What gives you power?
Money is part of what gives you power.
Money is the thing that actually gives you power. Not even nothing else. The only reason
money.
you are talking to Oboriwori is Oboriwori controls the economy of Delta State.
Exactly. Money.
He has
money.
no Oboriwori not get power. He not get physical power to beat you. He not be Oboriwori, they go meet pastor, may they pray for her. Meaning he has no spiritual power. The only thing he got is money. All the pastors, all the kings,
volunteer themselves. They volunteer themselves to pray.
Thank you.
They volunteer themselves.
The Nigerian government, Tinubu, does not have power. The power is in the hands of the military. The military will say anything Tinubu say because Tinubu now they allocate money. When you know what money can do, your problem will not be to fight for power, not to get your money. Tony Montana said it in this movie. He said, in this country, you look for the money first. When you get the money, then you get the power. When you get the power, the people like Evelyn go to say, yes, ma. Yes, sir. Honey. And at that time, then Evelyn go to say, honey, you don't get how you look. You don't know say whether the clip is ugly. You go say, yes, my daddy. You understand? Yeah. You know what the money they do? Money is the key. You understand? And the problem I'm saying to Nigeria, let us not fight a blind fight. Let us fight an economic revolution. I use the word impactful revolution. The real word is economic revolution. Don't come to tell us how we're gonna defeat Tinubu, how we're gonna fight Tinubu. No, tell us how we're gonna fight the economy, and every other power will come under you. Oh God, he said, "First seek ye the kingdom of God, and everything will be added unto it." By the time you have the economic power, all of them will begin to be added. When I have money today, I have more women. When I have money today, I have more policemen. What am I looking for? People will be praying for me. Juju men go to work for me. I swear, if I get juju and not get money, nobody go work for me. If I be pastor, I don't get money, nobody go do anything for me. What makes our pastors powerful today? It's not the prayer. What they now have is money. Have you been Oyedepo? He has money now. Oyedepo do this, people go fall for the other side of the river. Whether you like or not, you go begin fall. It's money. So why don't we concentrate on that thing that we really need? Why we deviated? Why we confused? Because you know what Marcus Garvey did, eh? And Marcus Garvey come to the people and say, "Oh, let us fight. Let's carry a gun. Let's go and fight the white people." If for their grave, he was not ready to even challenge that status quo. He was saying to black people, "You know what? We're going to put our money together and we're going to grow our own economy." Marcus Garvey was not given time. This is a man that is just 30-something years old. He was not an old man. When we're talking today, these people we're talking of, they are like my kids today. The children. I'm referencing to them now. And I want us to understand this. That what is going to make the next revolution in Nigeria is not the political movement. Do not come to Nigeria with a political solution. It's not there. Because anybody that is telling you of a political solution to this Nigerian problem is looking for how to spend oil money. I know him already. He's not going to be able to give us the solution we're looking for. Sorry. You will not to start with us with an economic step that will make us even beg you to come and become the president. If we want to start with the president and become the economy, it's not going to work because we know it will work. There are people there already who are holding on to this structure. Tinubu is only there to do its own and he will leave. The people are still there. Have you ever asked yourself who owns the Central Bank of Nigeria? It's not Nigerian government. So you're going to come and own Nigerian Central Bank and tell Central Bank what to do? When you are owing, the same Nigerian government is owing. Who are you owing? American government is owing. Who is the American government owing? I don't understand this one. Sometimes I ask myself, but how can American government be owing? Owing who? Now you get dollar, print more money. It doesn't work like that. Oh my God. Listen, you see, you will not be able to defeat, you can't even change a system politically. You only change the system economically.
Now, talking about changing the system economically, it's quite interesting because that is the only trajectory to follow. But then, these same people that are supposed to, these same people and institutions that were supposed to use to change the system economically have been grabbed by the politicians. They have weakened our...
A true revolution will be that of economic revolution from the corner. You don't need to wait for them. You don't need the politician. Come with your own economic revolution that will touch one life. Don't start with 50. Start with one. You know, words go quick. By the time people say, I don't know whether you have the pyramid money. Say if you put 20 naira, you get 50. You get this. Before you know, people are hearing.
Before you know, the place is full.
You understand?
Before you know, their money is gone.
Exactly, which is a scam. But this one, you are not a scammer. You are coming to Nigerians with a true productive system. By setting up our own, not be me, our own, oh God. Because if now let me, I go soon die, leave out. Setting up our own bank, setting up our own cooperative, oh God. That any Nigerians, whatever your color, whatever your tribe, you go surprise, say, at that moment, you will not, a Muslim or a Christian will work together. They will not remember their Islam and their Christianity. They're coming to collect loan, to go and build their lives. They're coming to collect money to build their lives. It defies religion, beyond religion. It will go beyond. It will go beyond your tribe. I don't care. Listen, in those days, go carry a guy from another place, come. Today, it's no more nothing. It's nothing because people no more care about that rubbish.
Daddy K, when you speak like this, it's easy in a literary narrative. But Nigeria that I know, that I am living in, now you are coming with this idea that of what you just said. The people will now come and say, don't mind them all. They want to use our destiny to do something. It's a Christian. Look, our country, we are fundamental. I think that kind of Middle East revolution.
Engineer, I love you. I love you, engineer. Engineer, you see, engineer, you are right. People will always come, but engineer.
Yes.
Let me tell you this.
I can hear you.
If you want people to come to your church today, what did you do? The truth is, if you want people
I will tell them that there's free lunch. I will tell them there's free lunch.
If free lunch is one of them, then perform miracle.
Perform miracle, yes.
People will start to
whether it is staged or not.
Perform it. So if you want Nigerians to follow you, perform a miracle. The miracle is, I'm coming with only my 10,000 pounds to Nigeria, and I'm going to set up the scheme. And 10 people have benefited. The 10 people will tell 20. 20 will become 50. 60 will become 100. The money is not even my money. The money is our money. Oh my God. So what you are thinking that is so difficult to achieve is the easiest thing to achieve because we are hungry. Oh, yeah. This is what we're looking for. Let me add them back. I don't know. You know, they know I always have that thing, but they're doing well today. You know what I'm saying? The movement is there. We're not afraid at all. Are you back? Yeah, you guys are welcome back. You see, yes, people are bound to fight you. Jesus Christ, when Jesus Christ started preaching, what did they say? He's not the son of that carpenter. Even after performing miracle, they call him the son of a carpenter. Nobody believed him until he performed, until he raised Lazarus. Then that's when the system said, is it true that the man was dead and he was raised? Then they were worried. Then the people were worried. And guess what? It was not only even the people, the Romans that were worried. It was his fellow Jewish people who were the so-called people carrying the Bible there. Not their Bible, their book, their religious book. They were the people that were more worried. Because the system is about to be shaken. If Jesus Christ had continued that way, they would have killed him. Jesus Christ has to withdraw. Read the Bible. He withdrew. He said his time has not come. He knew what he was saying. Because these people now go kill me. Today, they're ready. You see, so don't think you're going to come and pass on a revolution without performing a miracle one. And people will not just accept you, but your miracle make people to come. Don't need to worry. You see, Jesus Christ said, oh, when I read the Bible, I don't know what you guys reading. Jesus Christ said, follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. If you're looking for money, don't look for money, look for men. When you have men, then you have money. Did you hear me, people? The money does not come with cash. What is money? By the time, you see, a wise businessman, me, I'm not thinking of how to make movies that I will sell. I'm thinking of how everybody that make a movie will bring it there and I will sell. Oh God, that's when you're a businessman. You see, you are fishing. I'm fishing filmmakers. I'm not fishing. I'm not going to make movies. What's time to do that? That's when you make money. Iroko did not make money. What do you call them? Netflix don't make movies. They give you money to go and make movies. Did you see Netflix making movies? Waste of their time. How many movies are they going to make? They are waiting for content on a daily basis to buy and make money. Oh God. You see, when you want to make this, you're not looking for money, you're looking for men. The men are dead, they are hungry. That's why Very Dark Man can make a statement and the whole Nigeria is shaking. What did Very Dark Man know? Young man who stumbled under the internet. He knows. I'm in the system. We know. But he's making a bigger impact. Very Dark Man makes more impact than any other person in Nigeria today. He has not started performing miracle. If Very Dark Man only have some people with him, if Very Dark Man can monetize it, and not with YouTube content, by beginning to touch these people's life, and one begin to touch two begin to touch three, Very Dark Man will create a movement that he's not even. You see what happened in case of Marcus Garvey? The movement he started, he was not even aware. The movement became bigger than him. Have you seen that when you started something, Jesus Christ started something that Jesus Christ was not, look at this. He was looking. I tell you, Jesus Christ has started, if it's not God, Jesus Christ has started that time. Look at him now. Look at the whole churches. How did Jesus Christ do it? Is it with money? It was with men. He said, follow me, and you will fish men. And every day he's fishing men. He's fishing more men. And money is coming. The biggest, if you go to the Rome, there's money there. The Rome is not looking for money. Go to where Pope Day. They are not looking for money. They are not going to work evening. There's money. Go to your church. There is money. They did not fish. They don't go for money. They don't go for money. They go for men. You cannot do this. I don't know. See, and if you see the story of that Jesus, the people were throwing net to catch fish. My guy, throw net and catch men. Throw your net and capture men. Throw your net and capture men. That is a leader. A leader will throw net and capture men. The men will bring money. If your eye took only money, you know they get out. But when you capture the men, the money go dey rest for your lap. You don't go. You go to surprise. Say, where did all this money they come from? Let's go on a break. It's too hot today in this studio. I said the topic is too harsh. It's not the kind of topic that everybody can understand, can relate to. But this is a revolution. Now, I know it is difficult. I can stand anywhere and begin to be answering questions about it. How hard? Feel free, ask me. If you're out there, you watch this program, write to me, ask me questions. Because what I am saying is not far-fetched. It's not a miracle. It's not something you cannot do. But how are you going to do it? That's why I use the case of the small bank. Sometimes we think it's not possible. You know what? And that becomes the decision we make. And I always say it's the wrong one. Let me repeat. Sometimes you think, oh, how can I do this? No. What is so difficult for you to do? How much do you need to start it? A pastor that starts a church, how much does he have? Even the pastor is coming to preach lying. He's talking about what he does not know. But you are coming to the people with what you know. My brother, if we come together, we will form one bank. This bank will give money to ourselves. We will go do what we want to do. We will bring the interest back. The bank will grow. Do you know the richest man in India was the man that was giving this small loan to people that go to farm? These small businesses. This Lapo bank, they become the richest. Because he was giving money to this peasant. If you go to the market now, and you open a bank, and you give money to all these traders, all these market women, every day they come and collect, they sell, they bring your money with small interest. you'll be the richest man in Nigeria. You're not waiting for CBN. You're dealing with the people. Start like that. Start like that. You know, I've come up with all of them at a point in time that the Chris is old. And it hurts me deeply that I cannot see some of these dreams come to pass. And I'm trying to pour it on the younger generation who knows, who can fly with this. I mean, with all conviction. You see, you're not going to win a business by not believing in it. If you don't believe in your movement, nobody will work it for you. It is your personal conviction that is going to make that movement to fly. We'll go on the break. When we come back, we're going to read the papers. We're not going to do this again. We just read the papers. Let me take a look at the newspapers and be ready for us to go through them together. Don't go away, please. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
Welcome back, people. Today we're going through a very, very tough topic, and it's one of the most difficult topics I think we ever dealt with on this show. I'm talking about making an impactful revolution. I'm taking it the other way, and I'm bringing it to your home just the way the word of Jesus Christ was brought to you, just the way the gospel was being preached to you. Go and read the Bible, go and do this, go and do that. I saw that I perform it. I love that guy now, you know. And sometimes I begin to just look and I begin to wonder if they can just take the reality, add reality to it. You know what I say when I say to Davina? Davina, you are doing well. You've been telling people they don't need to pay tithe. But you need to now come and say, now, how do I make my people rich? How do I put food on my congregation? Let me not go into that today. Let's take a look at the papers. Because if we do that, we will not live. Because if I follow them and I say, why don't you put food on the table of these people? Why do you think it's impossible? Oyedipo, why can't you put food on the congregation? Put food on their table. You can. You've got the men now. You need to empower them so you become richer. Oh, okay. If you have 20 men and they are poor, you are poor. If the 20 men are rich, you'll be richer. Put money in their pocket. If I am the owner of a church, my everyday prayer is how my people can be rich so they can pay me more. They can do more tithe. If I own a church now, my number one job will be to put money in your pocket so you can pay me more tithe and more offering. No miracle. Because the more my people have, the more offering will descend. On Sunday, I'll be going there to collect. Hey, are you guys with me? Let's take a break and let's take a look at the papers. Today, too hot. I want quiet. I'm not going to talk again. I'm quiet. Somebody said, practice what you preach. How can I practice it now? How can? Sometimes the messenger is not the man that's going to implement it. But I can't practice it because sometimes I am in London, I'm talking to Nigeria, and I say to them in the UK, what I'm saying, I say to black people in the UK here, you know, we're not going to continue to say the white man is our problem. We need to create alternative for the kids. And when they begin to see their own and they begin to create their own, money not no color. Hey, yeah. If you get money for London, Oyibo will come to ballet for you. I run my own company. I hire who I want to hire. is my own. I don't go Igbo owner tell and say now you go tell them what is what. They can't come and tell me what is what. The way I can't go to them and tell them what is what. I make the kind of film I want to make. They make the kind of film they want to make. I cannot challenge what they're going to do if I cannot set up my own company and make my own story. Call them racist as much as you want. You're stupid. Make we read the papers and leave. Let's start with the Punch. Maybe not day today. Over to you.
Okay, let's take a look at the Punch.
Volume. People will say volume. So we hear you more.
Okay, let's take a look at the Punch. Presidency moves to settle 2 trillion power debt. That's on page 31. So the major headline, we have Wike's Tinubu endorsement sparks opposition firestorm. That's on page 2 of the Punch. Then we have judiciary work.
Wait. Emily, this is not time to have fun. We will allow engineer talk. Engineer, Wike endorsement of Tinubu, because it's time to have fun, because we know this is a joke. And so me, as far as I'm concerned, when I read these papers, I am joking because it's not going to change anything. But it's good to read these are now what I've been presented by Matter is now to take a look at what they are doing. So this is for us to see what they are doing. And it's not their fault. It's their territory. They're trying to keep their own company alive. You understand? So I'm not against Wike and Tinubu. It's their time. It's their endorsement. Let them do that thing. But what do you think of it, engineer?
Yes, I mean it's not unexpected. It's what everybody endorses, and it's about their own selfish interest. The endorsement is a precursor for securing their jobs. Everybody wants to go in the same alignment, projecting the president, and of course, no vacancy in Aso Rock. That's the idea, and that is what we are facing today. Every week I supported him from the election of 2023, and from the PDP primary, it's been supporting the opposition, and is one of the slimiest Nigerian political maneuver that is doing right now is reflecting on the kind of jobs he gets. So that's why he's the FCT governor. And that is why we are in the situation we are. We don't pursue integrity. We don't pursue infidelity. He's speaking along emotional lines and economic lines and political lines. So it doesn't come to me as a surprise.
Fair enough. But again, I think we are blaming this man for nothing, though. The man is playing his game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's playing as a politician. Yes. He's playing his game.
Exactly. So he doesn't. How can you give what you don't have? How do you expect Wike to give you what he does not have? He doesn't have it. Wike does not. It's what my people say. Whatever you are thinking about, that idea will come to you.
Yeah.
An engineer wake up in the morning, thinks of how to make things work in the engineering sector. A medical doctor thinks of how to secure more people. See, everybody do what they have to do. Politicians do what they do to always stick to power. But the truth is, the thing that when I ask people, when they use the word power, I diverse. Because anything that gives you power is money that gives you power. Oh God. Yeah. Power does not exist. Power is money. Money gives you power. If you say, oh, the man get power, which power I get? That's why is a Yahoo boy telling a soldier man why soldier man they guide Yahoo boy?
It's the money.
Thank you. Who get the power?
The money has brought power.
See, no, the truth is
he's not controlling because of his money. He's not controlling an institution. He can even ask him to shoot. He can even ask the soldier man to shoot some bullet into the air. I'll monetize it. And exactly. and the zombie good one.
They do it many times. Go. You understand? You know what we're doing? Let us get to that psychic that there's nothing like power. The power we're talking about is money. And when you have the money, you have more power than them. So why are you waiting for Tinubu, who you said he has power? Why don't you create your own power? And the only way you can create your own power is to create money. Hey! I don't know whether the pastor will be this morning. Every day go. Because
Still on the Punch, I said presidency moves to settle 2 trillion naira power debts. I don't know where this debt is coming from because we're not seeing anything.
I wonder.
Where this power is, we're not seeing it. Still on the Punch, 7 states spend 190% of revenue on loan repayment. That's on page 31. Then we have Boko Haram fueled by political elites to destabilize Tinubu, said by Kalu. We have 3 Nigerians back 15 years jail for fraud in India.
now that one I will be do for India. I beg you. Wait to I beg every day go. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk too much this morning. I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to talk. I don't talk rich.
Let's go to Tribune.
Okay.
The major headline: weaponization of poverty. APC tackles Atiku, Amechi, and El-Rufai.
With two?
That's on page 15.
Yeah, but you know what they were telling to them, and in a way they are right. This Atiku, Amechi, and El-Rufai. Amechi was benefiting from Buhari government. He was quiet, and that was
Very
the
quiet.
weakest government we have ever seen.
El-Rufai was benefiting.
El-Rufai was there.
He was
He
quiet.
was quiet. Again, APC will use it on you now. Forget Atiku. Atiku now you don't get say that one. He hungry for money, and he didn't know how to even use it. If Atiku want to be president, he knows what to do. He cannot even do it the way he's doing it now. You know, maybe Emily, you finish your paper. What I'm going to close this matter by telling Peter Obi one word. One word for Peter. With what Peter got, Peter would have been one of the biggest money today in Nigeria, richer than the Nigerian state, through a movement called the Obi movement. If Peter has weaponized it and has economized it or has monetized that movement, he would have had the biggest church. Peter said they go to church, may they pray for him. Peter had the biggest church than Oyedepo. Do you know what the movement was? Do you know how many young people were with Peter? What did he do with it? And they asked questions of one another. Peter had a movement, had a church. You see, what we are looking for, Peter, you got it then. I don't know whether they are still with you now. That if Peter has turned these children to money, there's nothing Peter will say, bring 5,000 naira, they will not do. Not to donate, to invest. Oh, yeah. You understand? Peter would have had the biggest airline in Nigeria. Oh, God. Would have had the biggest bank in Nigeria. If Peter, Tinubu for the fear. You see, sometimes people say, Tinubu have power. Which power? Which power? Money with topple Nigerian government. Money with topple Nigerian government. If you don't understand, the only way you can wrestle with Tinubu is to have more money. Oh, God. So when you talk, when Peter is talking, he's not talking in the air. He's talking with money. He has the weapon to create money. What did he do? Monano verse, this is Daddy Chris. I speak it as I see it. You do not fight a system with your mouth, with your cleanness. Jesus Christ will fight the system, win. From Muhammad for tell them Mecca go away. Therefore kill her the same day. You fight a system indirectly by providing alternative for the people. And when the people begin to follow you, nobody they tell that people made they wrong. By the time Peter movement has really gotten solid, you not get Hausa, you not get Muslim. They want to eat. They want a better life. They will begin to follow you. And nobody will tell them that this is the man for you. Today we are still where we are. When the election reached now, Peter will say they form coalition. Look at the man that have everything, he's looking for coalition. Now Peter, they talk about now they hear me. I'm not your friend because I don't believe in it. Peter got weapon. Oh God. Peter Obi is a brand. Lost brand, lost opportunity. Because all we're saying, what is Peter going to do? How much is there, Peter? How much is the Nigerian government that you're even going to go and convert? If you're waiting to go there for that money, and you cannot use the people with you to make money, if you're waiting, how much is the oil money coming? How much can you make only with Peter of the movement, Obi Movement Bank? What is it called now? The Movement Bank. The only that movement to change life. Oh, if you know how much Nigeria want to, how much Nigeria would have jumped. Look at how they jump with this boy. What is this boy doing? And I know they give instance. So what has Very Dark Man done that he started having followers? That's a system that is so hungry. People are hungry. Anywhere that they wait, they go see, they go just run. Nigerians are waiting that if they see anything, they will run. They go run, follow you. And Peter that have it or couldn't use it. I talk my own because of Ukure. Peter Abirumuma. Nobody be Ukure, not their ancestors, with the worshiper. If you not talk to Ukure, they go hold you. Not be my own. So I they talk my own because of Ukure. Ukure say if I not talk the truth, he go hold me. So I go talk up so that Ukure not go hold me. Let me go, Evelyn. Number 3.
Still on the Tribune. This one I'm about to read is very funny. Grand rent. I derive joy in stepping on toes of powerful people. Wiki.
Oh, Wiki is a good one. I like Wiki. Wiki is just it's just a, how do you call it? What is the right word for Wiki? It's just a little bit of a hooligan. I mean, it's okay.
Yes.
You know, it's a hooligan.
Call him
okay.
Call him hooligan. Call him fearless. Yes. He doesn't care who source is God.
Exactly.
No matter how you want to perceive him, he does what he wants to do. He doesn't care.
And maybe you need that kind of idiocy. You need that stupidity to do well.
Yes.
Let me put it this way. Yeah, no, everywhere. Let me tell you what make Marcus Garvey succeed. Marcus Garvey did not understand all the things you study in school. He didn't go to that university. He didn't have that formal education. Just in case you guys don't know, Marcus Garvey was not a graduate. In his time, he always studied to some place. He always studied journalism. He was a printer. All this, you know how to use the printer. That's what you get to standard 6, you go and do printing. So he was able to use that. There was so even when them the educated one were laughing at him, the man was focused on what he was doing. We're not working with the white people. No, we're going to form our own business. Oh, we're going to feed ourselves. That was what he was thinking. Simple. Now, imagine Marcus Garvey could not have a farm. He could not go to farm. But imagine Nigeria where you have a place where you can farm with your own people. Oh, my God. If Marcus Garvey had Africa, where he can tell Nigerians to African people to farm, imagine the money that man would have made. What he was doing, Marcus Garvey was only using shops, watching where we watch newspapers. That was where the little money were coming from. Imagine Nigeria where you can get people to farm with you, where you can have banks with them. Oh God, kind Nigerians, come on, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this, man. Don't do this, my people. Don't do this. The Bible said, what has been hidden from the wise and the prudent has been revealed to the babes and the sucklings. The word is wise enough. Emily, let's go. I think we read Guardian. I saw something interesting on Guardian too. It's good to talk about the weaponization of poverty. So who is weaponizing who? You see, Nigeria said, you see, that title alone, is it not enough for you to look at what I've been talking about? If you know that they've weaponized you with poverty, why don't you start with poverty? Why don't you find solution to the poverty and you will win them? That is my question. Every day I hear, oh, they weaponize us, they make us poor so that we can vote for them. Why don't the next politician solve the problem of poverty? Try to solve the problem of poverty and get the people on the side. And then you will win the next election. Hey, the question I ask now is, if you know they're weaponizing poverty, that's why you cannot think well. Why don't you find solution? You're a young man fighting to change the system. Why don't your solution be on fighting poverty? Is it impossible?
What solution? How do they find the solution? How? There's no power to power businesses.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. What is power? Power is everywhere, my brother.
Now,
Power is everywhere.
I mean, when I talk of power, I'm talking of electricity.
I hear you, my brother. I hear
Then
you.
when you talk, I'm coming. I'm leading us somewhere. Now,
Yeah.
if you talk of agricultural revolution, for example, going to farmlands right now is very insecure. The government needs to guarantee security first. People don't go to
my
farms
God.
again. That's why if we have a major problem in this country, so much people cannot farm.
Engineer.
Yes.
Engineer. The herdsmen that are operating in your farm are able to do so because it's only one farmer. One person did this farm, one person did this farm. If we have a combined farm, they don't burn those herdsmen. They're not near there. Quote me. If I organize my farm, they don't burn herdsmen when they go near there. If only that the Christ get farm, they will go there. If they know this is an organized farm, I go trace you wherever you are. I'm not Nigerian government. Herdsmen, when you kill only one of their cow, they will begin to cry. How can those people defeat you from farming? How weak are we? We believe everything. Now, engineer, you're talking, thank God you're an engineer. What does it take to start a solar power revolution in Nigeria?
Nothing. Doesn't take more. I don't know what's wrong.
I'm confused.
We have look, it's so sickening. It's so sickening.
Now we're talking. Now, when I talk to engineer, he said power. But the cheapest solution to Nigerian solution today, the easiest thing you can do and make a lot of money is solar power. What is the solar power that we cannot do? And why is the young man not using that to earn Nigerian money? Oh God, I'm confused. Oh, you see, engineer, when we talk, we talk too big and we don't get solution. Prince Abuto taught me one thing. He said the most complex things are made up of the simplest things. When you say a compound is made up of an atom. From the nucleus to the atom and this, if you do chemistry, before you get to a compound, it comes from very small things. It comes together, become compound. Think small. How can you be in Nigeria and you're not finding solution to the power and you want to be rich? And you are finding solution to Nigerian problem. You are not even part of it. You are not, because power is the easiest way. I will come to Germany, I will study, or in UK here, study how the power system works, the solar power. And I'm going to say, in the next 3 years, I'm going to put power in every home. What will I be doing? I will train men who will do it. I will make money with them, and I will be a rich man. The movement to win the Nigerian election is on the way. I'm not just talking, no. For those of you that think I'm joking, you will see. Because I'm not going to find solution to Nigerian problem by fighting Tinubu.
You can't.
I'm going to provide the solution to Nigerian problem by providing an alternative. The funniest thing is Nigeria is where the alternative is really floating. It's floating more than anywhere else in the world. I ask you a question. If Marcus Garvey could do it at that time, Marcus Garvey didn't have all these opportunities. He was saying to black people, come, let's eat our own food. Let us buy from ourselves. Let's not buy from them. That's only what he did, though. Imagine if Marcus Garvey has gone into production, which you have the opportunity to do in the whole of Africa and the whole of Nigeria. You see the fight to Yibo, so Yibo be a problem. You are the problem.
All right.
Let's take a look at the Vanguard.
Thank you, my daughter.
The major headline there, SSCE. Stakeholders disagree with WAEC NECO on the use of CBT. That's on page 14. Niger flood, 503 households affected as death toll hits 200. That's on page 6. Then we have on page 7.
The Niger flood, can you imagine simplest thing killing us? The simplest thing, flood. And this is a yearly thing. Delta how they come. With no flood, we come into Delta State every year. It's coming this year. We are waiting for it to come so that it will kill us. And we say, oh, 300 people died. Governor don't perform. Maybe all the drainages now are now blocked. So the flood will always come. And it will always kill people. I will donate money and go and give to them. Okay, wahala. Is there anything we can do as a people?
It's sad.
You get anything
On
when
page
we
7.
My daughter, go on. I don't want to talk again. I don't.
Page
like I said,
7. 61 killed, over 200 houses razed in fresh headmen in attacks in Benue. The killing is still ongoing.
no, it's not
Herdsmen.
ongoing. We are permitting the killing. Now,
Exactly.
if they tell you how many
Permitting
herdsmen are in the village, wait, oh, how many herdsmen are in that village killing people? That move a whole community from a village. How many herdsmen are there?
Dadike, besides that, I even asked a question. Don't we have Nigerian Air Force? Don't we have
Forget
police?
about the Nigerian Air Force. Let's talk about the villagers. No, forget about the Air Force. You know,
Now,
when you talk
see,
about
the
Air Force,
villagers, Dadike, I think I will come to that. The villagers are the village. Most of these villages are like hamlets. Now, when the herdsmen come with over 100 bikes, they mobilize. Where do they buy fuel? How do they repair their bikes? They come in groups. Over 100 bikes is like 200.
Engineer, if I said to myself, I grew up in Ogara.
Yes.
Who born herdsmen to come Ogara land in those days, come Ogara farm in those days, come rape women?
They're not going to fit now.
But now,
This entire me.
then I say, do you have a king? Do you have community? Because the solution is not with the government. It's in the center of the communities. Do you people have communities in these places in Benue? Do you have communities?
They have.
No, listen, in Ogara now, even whether you like it or not, do you, like I was talking about, this security you are talking about, you know, it can only be solved only just through this cooperative I'm talking about. In Lagos, in my house in Lagos, when we were staying in those days, they say every month you contribute 3,000 naira to vigilante. Any of your team lost, they'll bring it to. We're sleeping well. Since the government doesn't know what is security, why don't people come together and form a security arm? Again, we don't need government to do this. It's part of the things I'm talking about. When I talk now, I say I cannot farm because of it. They burn them. They burn them. When I start my movement, my economic empowerment movement, say you be herdsmen, you nearer, you dead. In fact, nobody will tell you because my men are too armed. Oh, this is what the Nation of Islam was doing. He said we will not attack you, but if you attack us, we will defend ourselves. Let me repeat that. We will not attack you, but if you attack us, we will defend ourselves. Herdsmen, we will not come to you, but if you come to us, we will defend ourselves. And the government will be quiet. They will not dare. They will not dare. You cannot come to Ogara today, rape women, and we will sleep in and rape women. We will defend ourselves. If we are not defending ourselves, it's not the fault of government. I blame the king. I blame the community. What are you all doing that they come, they carry on and women go? You cowards.
Still on the Vanguard. Still on the Vanguard.
Yes, go on.
On page 8, no one can sack me from PDP, Wike. And then we have on page 5, Atiku Amechi Herufai hungry for state resources. On page 5, APC. I think on Daily Trust, the major headline is about the flood. Then let's go to The Guardian. The major headline.
Well, these people on Daily Trust, when we wear agbada, they enjoy themselves. As people they die, people wear big agbada. You see the different Nigeria. The same place where they had a match, they see people on television like this. I beg you. You say money no day. Money day. Look for it. Let's take with the Nigerian University. When did they talk? Now this one be interest me small.
Guardian.
Guardian, yeah.
The Guardian. Okay, The Guardian. They said the major headline: 97% of public varsities default in online visibility transparency order. That's on page 6. Then we still have on The Guardian about the flood. Over 1,000 still missing. 200 bodies recovered. And we have on page 6, PDP's internal crisis worsened as Wike judge trade words. I think those are the major headlines we have.
Thank you, my daughter. We can say, let us thank the papers for today. Nigerians, if you can get a copy of the dailies and do the rest for yourself. And yes, it's a day to remember, it's a day to ponder, it's a day to ask each other questions, and a day to ask what is the problem that we cannot solve as a people. That the Christ cannot solve it, but what is it that we cannot solve as a people? You know what I say to you, my brothers and sisters? There's no amount of money Nigeria cannot raise. If you want Nigerians to raise 50 trillion naira today, the money is with us. Tell us to contribute it, we will give it to you. What we're looking for is somebody who will convince us that that money will be put to good use. That's the only thing that is missing. Nigerians are ready to do anything to make anything happen. If and only if they believe that the money will be used well. That's why I see Peter Obi movement as a lost opportunity. The movement for me was not about winning presidency, it was about changing lives. Peter Obi is going to church for prayers, whereas he's bigger than the churches. What a lost opportunity. There's no movement as bigger. The other churches, you see, they're all movement. There's none that is as big as that of Peter Obi. But sometimes, when we put our eyes on only one thing, we get blind. Peter would have changed, and he can still change the dynamics of the Nigerian state with the people God has given to him, because he come out as trustworthy. He come as somebody we want to believe in. Peter, I don't want to see nonsense. I want to see results. Thank you very much, people, for joining me today. We'll do this again tomorrow. I know you guys have a lot. Sorry that I came up with this show unprepared. I didn't tell you what we're going to do. But hey, we're here, we did it. And we'll do this again tomorrow. Yeah. The message is loud and clear. We can make an impactful revolution. Impactful revolution is not political. It's not military. It's economic. Revolution is economic. You see, the white people came to Africa. They didn't hate us. They come for economic reason. The Chinese today, they are going all over the places. They don't hate you. They're looking for money. It's all about the economy. Not military, not power, not political. Speak that language to yourself. If you pick the economic sense, every other thing will be added on to you. Let your next revolution, son, be about economic revolution. Think. The way I went to God today and God said to me, this is what you need to do at the grace. Think of what economic revolution you're going to do that will make you make an impact. You will be bloody rich. Engineer raised a very small thing today, and I asked engineer a question. Power. How about solar? What does it take? I don't need to go to school. You see, you guys are too confused. I don't need to go to school to do solar power panel. You don't need to be the best engineer to do it. You need to gather the knowledge and begin to do it, and begin to gather it, and begin to do it, and begin to do it, and begin to do it, and you'll be rich. Now, magic. That's why we end the show today. I don't talk personal like this. Tomorrow we'll go continue. Una people una do. And here we end today. Thank you very much, engineer. And
thanks for having us.
Thank you, sir.
We'll do this again tomorrow. Yeah, bye.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768. or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria. SR TV. Innovative content.